What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the video. So I apologize that I haven't put up any lifting footage in like 2 weeks because I've been deloading, and today was finally my first workout back. It was the first day in like 2 weeks that I actually haven't been sick. I told you guys in the last video I came down with something. It's been lingering for 2 weeks, and also something I didn't mention, I tweaked my back and neck pretty badly. So today was like the first day that I wasn't coughing up phlegm, I wasn't congested, and my neck and back didn't hurt. So I got a squat workout in. I did not film it, I wanted to just focus on the first good workout in a while. But later on in the video I am going to film tomorrow's bench press workout, so I will finally get back to showing you guys my lifting footage, and we'll get back to the gym. But anyway, right now it is Saturday night and we are going to head to Chipotle. I know we've been going to Chipotle a lot lately, so what we're going to do is to change it up. We're going to go to a different Chipotle and see what it's like there. So we're gonna head out now. It's like 80 degrees finally. It was like raining and 60 all week. The only bad thing about 80 degrees is I don't know if you could hear it, but the AC is incredibly loud. So that's the only negative. Anyway, we're gonna go. We'll see you at Chipotle. So that place is called Pizza Rev, which is apparently like Blaze. We've never tried it. Instead, we are at next door Chipotle. Just kidding, it's Chipotle. This burrito looks very long here, long and skinny.
This looks messy and delicious, of course.
So we've never been to this Chipotle. They didn't roll it very well, it's exploding. And they didn't have enough white rice. So they gave me half white rice and half brown rice. So if I can open this, I'll take the first bite. It tastes pretty good though. It's kind of loud in here, so we'll finish eating and we'll catch up to you in the car. So we're done with Chipotle and Paula needs to return shoes across the street, but we're gonna be driving. So Chipotle was okay. We are now driving across the street, which is actually gonna take longer than if we walked. So we haven't really been to Chipotle until like a few weeks ago. So I've never really been to other Chipotles. That one definitely, the ingredients tasted different. It wasn't as good to me. It didn't taste as fresh. So I'm curious for you guys who actually eat Chipotle all the time. If you go to different ones, do they vary by location, or was this just a bad one? Because Paula, what do you think?
I didn't love it. It was definitely more spicy than usual. And I can't really handle spicy because I'm not used to eating spicy foods, so.
Yeah, they didn't roll it as well. It didn't taste as fresh.
Oh no, the girl definitely did not know how to roll.
And like I said, they ran out of white rice, so they combined white and brown rice, which really wasn't a big deal, but you could have just gotten me more white rice from the back. Anyway, we are at DSW to return some shoes. And then we are going to go to 16 Handles. I'm going to the Hilltop because we actually have like 15 pints left in the freezer. And Hilltop reached out to me and they're sending me more ice cream this week, so we gotta make room. I gotta eat that. We'll see you in a bit. So here's the reason I have to have Hilltop. We got it loaded up on the door, and then back here is where the rest are. And you can't even see all of them right now. There's more under here too. And like I said, they are actually sending me more this week, so I need to make some room. So we are going to have cookies and cream. Ta-da! In case you guys have never seen the macros, the entire thing here, it's not going to focus, but I'll read it to you after. Anyway, I like to put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds just to soften it up, and I'll see you when it's done. Throw out the cover because I'm not a quitter. And as you can see, it is still frozen after that, but it'll be a little bit easier to eat. And it always tastes better with a 16-handle spoon. And as far as the macros, I know it didn't focus before, but for one serving, there was 4 servings in here. Even though it's not going to focus, I'm going to keep showing you this blurry image anyway while I read it. It's 2.5 fat, 14 carbs, and 6 protein. Multiply that by 4, that's 10 fat, 56 carbs, and 24 protein. And now that I'm actually looking at this, the macros on this one are different than the macros on the cookies and cream one that I got a few weeks ago, which actually had more carbs, so that's weird. How is this?
It's very good. I just have a lot of macros in here. So I'm not gonna bother telling you the macros of this because I don't even know the macros. But it's birthday cake batter.
That rainbow cookie looks good.
Not birthday cake batter, just birthday cake. Rainbow cookies, cream cheese.
Cream cheese.
Cream cheese. Oh my god, cheesecake.
Oh, he's got nauseous you saying cream cheese.
Okay, birthday cake, cheesecake bites, rainbow cookie, white chocolate chips, an Oreo, and whipped cream on top.
It's really good today, and it's very weird because the last week when I ate it, that same flavor wasn't as good. And it had 64 carbs for the whole thing, and this must be from a different batch, which is a little bit older, and it has less carbs. So less carbs, more goodness. That's weird. But I'm gonna look into that because I didn't realize the macros changed. So we are going to finish eating this, and I will see you for my bench workout tomorrow because you haven't seen me lift in a while, and I know you've been missing that. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the workout. I know it's been a little while since I filmed a workout. Do I look any bigger? Nah, I look the same. Anyway, this is the 5s week on 5-3-1, meaning I have to work up to an AMRAP set of 5+ with 240 pounds. This is the first bench workout after my deload and after being sick. I kind of expected it not to go well, but it's probably the strongest I felt on bench since I couldn't even remember. So I was very satisfied with the way this workout went. But you guys saw the thumbnail, you saw the title of this video, and the topic of the video and this voiceover is whether you should bulk or whether you should cut. And although this question always sounds so simple, I think it's actually one of the more complicated questions that you could answer for someone. And that's because it really depends on you and your goals. Now, obviously, first, if you have no muscle, technically you really need to build muscle through bulking before you could ever really cut. But it does get a little bit more complicated than that, and it really has to do with being a healthy level of body fat. And when I say healthy level of body fat, there's healthy level mentally, and then there's a healthy level physically. So physically is the easy one. If you're like 25% body fat, 30% body fat, you have no business trying to bulk. Even if you have zero muscle, you do need to cut first, get to a healthier level of body fat. I would say 15% minimum, maybe even lower, like 12%, before you even think of trying to gain more weight. Because at that level of body fat, you shouldn't be trying to gain any weight. But the more complicated one is the mental health. Because what I mean by that is some people just feel self-conscious at certain levels of body fat, and some people feel okay at a higher level of body fat than others. So, for example, there's some people that might walk around with like 15% body fat and feel like they're obese, and then there's some people that walk around at 15% body fat and they feel like they're shredded. So there's a certain level of body fat where you're going to vary on how comfortable you feel, and the reason I'm saying this is because if you are not comfortable with your current level of body fat, no matter what it is, you should not be bulking, because even if you bulk correctly, even if you bulk slowly, you are going to add some body fat. So if you're already not comfortable with the level of body fat you have, even if it's only like 14-15%, you should cut down just a little bit, because if you're not happy at 15%, you're not going to be happy at 17%. So it makes sense to get lower, get to like 12-11%, even if you don't really have that much muscle, and then try to gain some muscle, because I mean, you want to feel good, and it doesn't make sense to start getting into a caloric surplus when you're already a little self-conscious and a little hesitant with your weight. Now, if you're already at a point where I'd say most people are, some people are at a point where they can reasonably bulk and they can reasonably cut. They're around 12-13% body fat, they have a decent amount of muscle, and they really could go either way depending on their goals. And at that point, it's really personal preference whether you want to be really, really lean or you want to look long term and focus on gaining muscle. No one can really answer that question for you. It really comes down to your personal preference, your personal goals, and what you're comfortable with. So here you see I am wrapping up this workout. I didn't show everything. After these exercises, I also did Arnold presses and some barbell curls and tricep extensions. But just to wrap up what I said about whether you should bulk or cut, make sure if you're going to bulk, you are at both a healthy physical body fat percentage and mental body fat percentage, because you have no business trying to gain weight if you're already too fat or you already feel self-conscious. So at that point you should probably cut. If you're very skinny or you're comfortable with your body fat, want to gain muscle, go ahead and bulk. And that's really all there is to it. If you guys have any questions or you want my personal advice, you could always send me a message, leave a comment below. Hit that thumbs up button if you did like this video. Subscribe if you have not subscribed yet, and I will see you guys in the next video.